My dear brothers and sisters, I would like to congratulate you for successfully living the year 2018 to the end. Because you see, nobody can shock us again, at least not this year. They have done their best for the month of December 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the shock show, the last shock show for the year. Now, I'm very sure that most of us, you know this song. 2 years ago, when I was a machine, some of them, they, right? Oh yeah, follow me, bumper to bumper. You see the relationship between this mommy's boobs and her shin. Yeah, like putting bumper to bumper. As I'm looking at this image right now, she cannot breathe. Even the certificate of the marriage, she cannot see. Mommy kilo shele. That is what happened. Go. The breast is just under your shin, and it's your wedding day. When we want to congratulate, you want any more? Should we congratulate the breast or the chin? This is definitely not a way to go. I think your wedding day should be a day that you want to look so fly, sexy, adorable, and most importantly, sane. Okay, look sane. Now, marriage is a come together of two people. That is the bride and the groom, which means both parties must be on the same page. Now, this is a very serious matter. But you see, this couple, it's like this daddy is in this Okada junction, one junction. So you want to go, hello traffic. Only one wedding, and I say, oh, Nini, and all of a sudden, the uncle arrived in his own wedding wearing dungarees, as in a jeans dungarees. Now help me to explain it. How does this even look okay? Now the auntie is now standing there in that particular image, like absolutely clueless. And guess what? Even the reverend that is inside that picture even looks more prepared for the wedding. Uncle and auntie, it is not by force. If you are not ready for the holy matrimony, let it stay till later. I mean later in the future. Now, the shock moment we had for the month of December 2018 is going to be this our best friend. You know, when we were small, we have this thing we used to do when we are playing a game. We say, change your style, another style, be like that. That's the only way I can explain this particular picture. Hey Joe, what's going on here? The both of you, I bet you get me. The both of you, you're not doing change your style. So this is what we call BFF goals. Just in case you have a best friend and you're thinking, what do we do, to show our bond? This is the direction for you to go. Towel is just a way. You can try 90, you can try underwear, anything that you do, I'm very sure it's going to be fine. Now, still speaking of shock shows, this December actually presented some shock shows that I did not see coming at all. And this next one, this is the disclaimer. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Please. One major trend we had when we are talking about belt, one major trend we had for belt is going to be the off-white belt. I've never seen anybody rock this belt effortlessly as this guy is rocking the belt, as the standard. So he's there posing like, fam. Then I like the fact that the belt was actually 3-step. That's zebra or deria. Then the belt is safe. Clear me now. So when you look at this picture properly, you see, the future of fashion. The prediction of fashion. Guy, this particular outburst of fashion is the best I've seen in 2018. What I'm trying to say is that this brother is sick. Please ignore that side of the fashion. Now, ladies, we all know that heels is a part of our style. Sometimes you just have to turn the heels and look very girly and sexy. But you see, when you know that something is more than you, maybe like, for example, Idonre or Olumorok, you can stop on the way, you rest, you drink some water, but any heel that will let you to fall like this, avoid it. From the very beginning, when she took that first step, Holy Spirit of me, she might not make it to the end. As in, it was a combination of maybe about 3 or 4 dance steps together. I thought maybe she wanted to zanku. Next, I thought she was trying to shaku. Next moment, she was on the floor. But I like the way she fell down. And then she got, you get me? My point exactly is, you have to pay attention to your ankle, and you need to know that if you sprain your ankle at age 25, I'll be at age 30 or 35. It's going to take about another 3 to 6 years for ankle and let it heal. So think about that. I mean, get me? Think about that before you wear the heel. Now you see, shock in fashion is something that we don't expect. But please, permit me to introduce the Shock Show remix. You see, this remix, a remix sometimes is something that you now have to bring a new artist on the original, property, the intellectual property, and make it. But there's another thing they call refix. Now this slit is what we call the refix slit. It is sick, man. That's the advanced version of excuse. It is sick, man. This is your slit. Oh, the normal slit plate. It's not already going to split. Things are about to split apart. Because it's like if you take a step further more. Can you before that ask me? I feel like the calculations my brain will be making beyond physical. I think it's a spiritual matter. So therefore, I am going to bring my voice down. I will whisper to you that you need help. I need help. So just in case you have like a friend or neighbor, let them come to your aid because you don't want your issue to be an hashtag on Instagram. Thank you. Now, to my two mummies on the Ashwebi scene. I don't know, for those that are a bit younger, maybe throwback to 1992 or throwback to 1994. There's something we call kukwadiye. That is it's like a net, like a net cage where they put inside. This one is earring, first of all, it's like kukwadiye. Excuse me, ma. You have all of that flowered. This chest thing, even Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden. You didn't have flower to put to it now. Because if the flower is this plenty, I'm very sure that Adam will have cut flower for Eve. But all this flower on one cloth. As if that's not enough, I'm looking at mommy on the left, and then I go to my right. It's like maybe, all those mommy in the market that they will now tie wrapper, then wear skirt, then you have like a combination of several fabrics going around your waist. It's not looking like Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai. Many roundabouts, many bridge. If care is not taken, you don't know the angle. Tell law. My point exactly is that you see all these things that you put together. Tell you about why, patient enough to observe it. It will be looking like you're not really all that. Maybe you're not really feeling fine, but this particular combination is not good. They say that, two good heads, they make a good decision. What do you think two bad heads will be doing? These are the results. Finally, guys, it's the end of 2018. This is the last fashion shock show we have for the year. And this particular last one, this is the main disclaimer. I don't want to hear that the reason my eyes is paining me is because of Kiki, or the reason my hair is blocked is because I'm telling you now. You see this last one, you cannot, tell your neighbor, bring out your sunglasses. You see this one, you cannot use your natural eyes to look at it. You're not getting me. You cannot use your natural eyes. Cover your eyes. Protect your eyes. Ma. Yes, you. Yes, ma. You. Yes, ma. Please, are you putting something down there? Because the volume of that camera too, it look like a 36-year-old camera. Kilo de, they call. Okay, everybody, you know what? I don't want this to be abstract. I want to call that. I want to ask her. I want to question her. Oh, no. This, Timo, it cannot be only I know, I'm coming.